It's another weekly where the thing wasn't updated, so I had to come into the game screen or the whatever here, this screen instead of the other screen because it doesn't update for some reason right away. Anyway, I think mana is by far the probably strongest thing to be doing regularly, like most normal to put together. There is technically some buy selling stuff, see an enemy starfish, but it kinda, there's not that, there's like 5 or 4 cell pits across the whole thing. And then this level 3 stuff, I've never really seen it work. Like, you can't, alpaca is trash, so you can't actually, like, that would be one way. Like, if this was old alpaca, maybe then you have a chance to actually do this kind of level 3 stuff with Jersey Devil and Starfish. But as it is, I just don't see how you pull off Starfish kind of things. That being said, there is some regular scaling, as well as units I don't even know of, like they're new, like Spoonbilled Sandpiper, actual scaling. Worm and Owl are kind of scaling. Siamese Cat, not really easy ways to get cheap food, but I guess technically from a worm or an owl you could get a cheap apple and then kind of just keep it in the shop, and then it would work that way, and it's honestly probably solid. Catfish plus Cockatoo, I guess you can get some stats with that as well. But it kind of just seems like mana's gonna be good. There are some other things, but as far as a generic strategy type deal goes, it does kind of feel like mana is the most straightforward. We've seen Spoonbill before. Have I seen Spoonbill though? Fizzy, dense celebrities. They're not in touch, people. They're not in touch with the common man or woman. This is a draw, right? It's a win. It's a win. I definitely have not seen the Caladrius before, so that's definitely new to me. That part is definitely new to me. You could argue Pangobble, but I'll take what I have here. Armor-wise, it was like okra and Brussels sprout. Nothing too crazy there either. But you know what it is? It's sap. So I guess two important sap notices today for the people watching at home and on stream. There is some spawning related units for sure. Kappa, potentially if this does something that spawns something. But I think I'm just gonna take this. I'm just gonna take that. And we'll start with the one that I guess I should do every time, which is I'm a SAP partner with Nexus GG, and you can use my creator code Purtle to do something. I don't actually remember if there's a discount. I don't think there's a discount anymore. I should probably double check that. I know that at some point there was like a thing going on in that regard, but I'm not opposed to just taking a worm. We get the stats on this thing. It's kind of fine. I think that's fine. Although a 5/5 would be pretty dang good. I'm not opposed to selling this fish though, either. Okay, let's see here. All of their kind of attacks didn't do too much, but they have a 5/5, so there you go. I'm not trying to level 3 you. I don't know. I'm not really married to much of this. They'll be kind of neat. This is not permanent, so doing that doesn't seem great. Maybe I should just be... I don't know. Should I just be taking this? Okay. Some attack stats for things that I'm not probably going to keep is certainly a choice. A caramel wouldn't be crazy, I guess. I wouldn't be opposed to a caramel. Give the nearest from behind +2 health. Spun one mana to give 1 more per mana. I think I'm just gonna throw this on you. I think we're keeping you for a bit. Damn, there were 3 Thunderbirds, huh? There were 3 Thunderbirds. There was a discount to buy all packs at once. Okay, I think that like update was at the same time as that thing. That caramel paid off. So okay, yes, there is that the partner code Purtle that you can use if you wish. Now the other thing is that, ooh, well, interesting. We could 4-squad. If we 4-squad, then we probably, I mean, eventually you can not 4-squad and just have Dimetrodon normal. If you're doing the 4-squad thing for a bit, then you should do the links. If you're maybe thinking that we're going to abandon all of this, then we should go Doberman. I will give 2 mana at the front. And I think I will buy this. I will sell this. This probably means we're losing this round. You do give stats. You do give stats. I think this team is not looking great. I think I did a pretty big change there. Okay, second sap thing. Right now it's Sunday, the 28th of September. Wait, we can win this. Next week, on the 5th, I will unfortunately not be able to do Super Auto Pets. Which means that we will have no sap for that week. For the first time, and I don't know how long, we will have a sapless week of videos up. I will be gone during a large portion. I basically will not be in the ability to make videos during that week. However, I'm working hard this week so that there should be videos up still during that week, but none of them can be the new weekly because that doesn't happen until the Sunday, which I won't be able to. However, for the week after that, which would be the 12th Sunday night, I probably also won't be able to stream, but I will go out of my way that Monday morning to try to make that happen. In terms of like doing a recording Sunday morning, or Monday morning rather, so that you can see the new weekly Monday morning as normal. So there will be one Monday missing from any other guy. This is one way to get level 3s. We're not really doing the mana thing. This is just kind of here as a bonus. Part of me wants to just do this anyway, but okay. I guess this gives health to 3 things. Maybe I should just keep rolling trying to get level the tier 3s though. I don't know. That seems not great. Well, no, we kill in the front still. We trade in the front. Ah. Okay. Wow, they're going for a level 2 of those. It's quite a move. Okay. Well. Alright. So. Interesting. I think we probably should do this. The question, I guess, then becomes, do I get rid of... I'm trying to think, like... It's probably... we just don't know what's gonna show up in the shop is the problem. If we knew which one of these would get... I think I'm going to buy this, and then I'll decide near the end here. Uh-huh. 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 Okay. So... I mean, I think the 4-squad is not great. I think it will become worse, although there will be a macaw potential later on. This Lynx is kind of not shooting for anything. I have to keep this frozen for this turn. And then next turn... Okay, so if basically we'll always have one frozen, and then at the beginning of the next turn we use it, and then blah blah blah. The question is, would we rather have the one free apple from selling a mouse, or a 2-stock apple, but then we... The owl's more restrictive in team building, but the worm is less money useful. And that is my predicament at the moment. I guess I can technically roll one more because I'm selling one of those, probably. That didn't change my decision very much. I don't know why my brain is saying the worm is better here. I think it's just because then I get to be 5 slotted, but I'm not really trying to do that anyway. I guess I'm just going to do this. I'm just going to do this, and I want you to buff these two. Do I want you to buff those two? I guess so. Maybe we're trying to dime again like we did last week, but work came up short. Came up short last week. Speaking of short, the hair is much shorter than previous. Also, that was a giant clam. That thing kicked my butt. Okay. So you feed it first, then you sell, then you freeze, then you level. Yes, the level is off pace. What the fuck? So you're a 7-8 that spawns a 10-10, or we get a 2-2 that spawns a 12-12. I mean, the 12-12 is better up front. Pretty awkward. Pretty awkward to sell this 7-8 that I just leveled up. Pretty awkward. It also does make this shot better. It feels really dumb to sell this, but I think I'm supposed to. I think we're supposed to? Okay. That's a pretty nice benefit. That's also nice to buy and sell, but keep the 4-slot situation. Okay. Okay. I mean, buff plus nerf kind of combination there. It's a little funky. I feel like we're gonna probably still lose to a lot of teams here right now. Although, okay, hold on, maybe. 2 health, 5 wins, that's doable. Perfect timing on the boy, by the way. If I didn't have to, if I didn't want to buy and sell this, it would be better to save the mouse here until the very end of the turn, so that there's better chance of rolling like chocolates and stuff. That being said, I think given our situation of... Okay. I think given our situation of money and everything, I guess we freeze that for next turn. This is gonna fuse into here. You do this. Level 2 owl would also obviously help, but... Or cat. Level 2 cat would be nice too. We would love to get ochre on our macaw. Well, we drew. Dude, get that in there. Nothing remains, so I think I'm gonna unfreeze that. And then this is the part we re-roll instead of doing the mouse first. Okay. That's interesting. Obviously, a leveled lynx is a big deal. The leveled mouse, maybe, leveled owl, maybe not as big of a deal. We probably should do this. It's more immediately impactful. We want to have that 2 health. Friend summon. Give it blah 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 for blah blah blah. Yeah, so these don't do anything. So roll, because we're waiting to sell the mouse at the end. We're looking for armor on this, I guess. I don't really want to use a grape on that. Okay, that's good too. Alright, sell. Freeze. Do this as a buy-sell next turn, likely. Okay. Okay. The Siamese cat not doing a lot, but... Level 2, level 3 links with level 1 friends kind of cringe. Yeah, it's also a 4-squad team, which is also not a great way to do that. What a surprise, a mana team being stronger. Okay. I mean, that just got a lot bigger as well. We have to keep that in mind. That also just got a lot bigger. I think if we're trying to go to 10, we need the stats here. Although spawning to 2020 would also be pretty good. I don't know. I don't know. I don't think I'm gonna bother with the penguin on that. I guess I should probably just cockatoo plus orange. Yeah. We want that armor. We do want that armor still. Okay. What was I saying? Oh yeah, I got a haircut. Cause you know, the rapture was coming. I wanted to make sure I looked good, but any of you guys do the rapture? Anyone we're post rapture now, so I know that's kind of a late thing that sort of happened more at the beginning of the week, but you know, what do you want me to do? That was more after last week's app. Okay. Stinky Sock versus Buffs again. 4 more wins. Probably Stinky Sock, I guess. I survived the Rapture t-shirt. Okay. Actually level this first. Okay. One more. I mean, the units are getting bigger-ish. Stinky Sock. Okay, that's a good Stinky Sock. That helps quite a bit. That helps a lot. That helped a lot, actually. I don't know if we want to... Yeah, I do want the okra. Or whatever, however you're supposed to say it. So, I think I'm not going to do this. I'm going to roll for... I'm going to... Well, probably not level 3 in the cat, right? Yeah, I think I'm not going for level 3 on the cat. We're rolling for armor. Not the armor I want. It's kind of hard to pass this up, but I think the armor is such a big difference. Plus, getting this to level 2 is a big deal as well. Freeze this to reset the toy. Alright, we got the level 2 out of it. We got the level 2 out of it at least. Plus, we'll get some extra rolls here to potentially buy the armor next turn. I think Brussels sprouts just is not worth it, right? But I mean, level 2 Macaque is a big buff. Now we have like a third big unit. The cat's not quite big yet. They got a bunch of armor though. This seems like one you could lose. The shots getting rid of the armor kind of did a lot though. Shots getting rid of the armor was big. Okay, extra money, why not? I mean, we get bonus money for that. A little awkward. I guess we can wait. Wow, we could have even maybe got a level 2 Stinky. I think I'm not trying to get levels on these, so I will just freeze them. Alright. This on you. You get rid of the chocolate no matter what, huh? Yeah, you do. Yeah, you do. We just have to say goodbye to it. Then do this. Sell. Roll once. I don't know what we could have ever rolled that would have mattered, but... Stinky Sock again. Okay. I mean, those are some big upgrades. That's a big upgrade. The chocolate honestly wouldn't have done much. It would have been cool to get a level 3. I do think that we probably still aren't gonna make it because we're just... I imagine we're gonna run into it. Well, the okra armor was big there. I just assume we're gonna run into a really busted mana team. That's my read on the situation, but so far, no. So we could like try to roll for a level 2 Stingray. It seems kind of risky. I think you probably just should be buffing these things and like... I guess you could, that's not a crazy purchase. Then you sell this. Buy this on you, then you cockatoo for another buff. That doesn't matter. Okay, I mean, this is a pretty good team for a 4 squad. Arguably, maybe you keep that last unit in as like whatever it is, a 4-4, just because we're going for 9 wins. Uh-oh. That mana. Okay, they only got 1 hit. They only got 1 hit out of it. Oh, man. Well, there you go. Turns out, like I said, you can Siamese with an owl or a worm, and I went with an owl. Alright, I'm in. I'm in. Has been a lot of gaming stuff past week. The Kojima game, OD, very similar to PT, if you know that, if you know your gaming history of sorts. It was like crazy high quality visuals. Nintendo shadow dropped a Fire Emblem mobile game that's like a social deduction Among Us type, I think, but like everyone that I didn't try to play it, but everyone has said that it's like psychotic for one reason or another, like it's like terrible or something. I don't even really know why. It just is, I guess. Damn it. And then I guess speaking of Nintendo as well, the Nintendo of America president, Doug Bowser, is retiring this year, and they'll have a new president, which is going to be the first female president of Nintendo of America, Devin something. That's kind of cool, I guess. I mean, it's not that exciting, but it's like, oh. I don't know about you guys, but I felt like that Bowser guy just got there. Apparently, it's been like 5 years. Because, you know, COVID time skip means that nothing counts. I'm not going to Metrodon this time. I'm gonna go mana. Fan muscle plus mana kind of makes sense. Ideally, get multiple attacks. Ideally. I could see that. It is a tier 1, but I'm gonna roll. Damn it, I was hoping to get something here to fuse in instead of a level 3 Toad, which I really don't want. Before attack, convert 3 health into attack. Nope, don't want that. I guess Gargoyle. We could Gargoyle. I guess I'm gargoyling. Give health behind. Yeah, okay. I can live with that. And we have 2 mana things, but now it doesn't really make as much sense. It's a level, you know what? Yeah, whatever. Whatever. I'm ignoring that guy. I'm ignoring that guy. More gaming. Silent Hill F came out. That's neat. I haven't watched any of it. I don't know if anyone else has. I'm assuming that I haven't. Strangely, I haven't heard much about it. Like I feel like I've seen people streaming it, but I haven't opened the streams. So I don't know. I assume it's good. I assume it's a good thing. Does this work? Like that it can then get that as well? I don't know. Start a battle. Gain 1 thing for each level of each cell friend. That is such a different ability from what it used to be. Why are you having... Get this fucking Toad out of here. I'm sorry, I gotta say it. Someone's gotta say it. This would have been a level 4 Toad. It's not even possible. Oh my god, dude. Get out of here. Get the hell out of here. You did some research on the Fire Emblem Sus game, and it's a 3-player auto-battler where round 1 you all fight against AI enemies team, while the imposter tries to sabotage somehow, and then they vote to think who they think is the imp. Good guys that guess correctly have an extra life for round 2 when it's 2 good guys versus the imp. I still don't really even know what that means. I'll take a bug because it's an efficient creature. I'll take a bug because it's an efficient creature. Why not? Why not? I don't think I'm gonna lettuce. I think I am going to roll. Beep, 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 beep. Beep, 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 beep. I might buy sell this instead. Just 2 mana. I don't like the team doesn't really do anything. There is mana, but there's not much synergy besides a gargoyle, I guess. At least the pig traded. Oh, that's unfortunate that that sniped it, but it's alright. Do I take the level now? I think I do, because I probably just want to get rid of you. There's 2 good mana things here. 1 good mana thing here. Then these 2 are pretty good. There are these 3. 1, 2, 3. I guess the payoffs for mana aren't crazy here. They are kind of good mid-game, I feel like. Let me just do it. I don't have an easy way to get a discounted apple. Pocketbook doesn't really have a specific reason to be here. An 8-3 is pretty big, but I also I'm just gonna get rid of you. I'm just gonna get rid of you. Buy it because we know we want it, whether we fuse it or not. He's probably just not gonna fuse it. Probably just not gonna fuse it. And this thing has not paid off yet, so I don't worry about it happening this turn. I'm just kind of let that happen. Fun fact about Griffin on test server, they're making Griffin into a biped and giving it a second toy. What the hell does that even mean? Okay. That's a lot of health. That's a lot of health. For a level 1 gargoyle to pass back. We've been seeing a lot of those units. Okay. We can get another Thunderbird. I don't think I want to do that. Activate nearest feint ability. I guess the gargoyle? We can do. Maybe we can probably find something better to do with that. But for now, I guess let's run it as is. That's a lot of perks. They're doing a lot of shooting. Yeah, it means gargoyle is not passing that stat back. Yep. Because it eats all that mana, so it didn't shoot it. Okay. Interesting. Interesting. Get a random duck out there. Or, sorry, sandbilled sign pepper. I guess you kind of just need a Chimera or a Namazu, huh? For mana teams. Probably don't actually want the gargoyle. I'm not really trying a Thunderbird, but I'm probably not trying to get a level that Thunderbird. I guess I'm putting this on. No, because this overwrites. Don't do that. I've done that mistake so many times. I've done that mistake a crazy amount of times. Oh, I guess this. I should do this, right? Oh, I guess you could do the pie type thing, yeah. Before friend attack, replace 3 mana on it with stats. Isn't that kind of sick? Am I crazy? Isn't that kind of nasty? And I think I don't want to do the gargoyle thing anymore. I guess I'll wait because if we got the leveled gargoyle, I would be interested in that. I think I'm gonna wait on the level. I'm gonna get rid of. I guess technically there's one more roll, but I don't have the room for it. So I do this. When you die, I think you'll pass this on to this before it jumps up. I think. Rambutan Caladrius is the Caladrius combo. I figured it out. I have figured it out. It's first going to trigger on this because of the Thunderbird. Well, that's ridiculous. That's an insane team, so that's cool, I guess. Fair play. Fair play. What can I say? Except you're welcome. So this doesn't actually do anything anymore. So there is kind of an interest to do this. Just because I maybe can do something with it. I guess technically you got a Namazu, then you could like get the Namazu ability twice or something, but you're kind of doing this anyway, so I think we need the value of this right now. Unfortunately, not enough money to do anything else here. Starpod would be good money. That's what I'm thinking. That's what I'm thinking. Well, we did not really get to win, turns out. Level. I mean, this is just you do it like. Does it work like this? That's not what you don't do the ability. I thought you did. I forgot you don't do that anymore. That's why you said it's good with Rambutan. Okay. Does this count himself? I always forget how that wording goes. You also often forget about this change. We're probably not getting this to level 3, but it counts itself. Okay. I feel like there was another gaming thing besides. Yeah, everyone's got a lot more stats than me, I'll say that. Although now that we got the combo going, this being level 2 makes a pretty big difference. This still has the fucking tomato. I think +4, +4, huh? Part of me, we can get a Caladrius or a Sauropod. None of them leveled them up initially, but there is something to be said about getting rid of this. I think that's pretty good value. Oh yeah, that's a perk. Right. Right. We're not level 3 on anything yet. If we got, like, maybe the Sleipnir, that's probably what we're looking for. Man, they really keep giving us that, huh? Maybe I should be selling that thing, but I don't know. So either we get more money, or we get more... These don't double work like that, I don't think. I think we have to do this for the extra buff. Level 3 here, and I'm still willing to get rid of this, I guess. Just for a better regular unit. Or Winter Spirit probably would be great. Sleipnir also would work. Yeah. The new Sonic racing game? Right, yeah, I did see a little bit of that as well. That game looks great. Like, visually, there's like so much going on in that game. It looks very wild. Oh, close, close. But, I mean, you got 2 level 3s here, which is pretty nasty. Here we go. I have so... Wait a second. Do this first. Okay. But you know what I'm thinking here, right? Like, what if we just did another one? What if we just did another one? How crazy would that be? Because you can't have 2 Caladrius because they like steal. You want to get at level 3, of course, but you can't like, I guess in that, you know what? I guess for that reason, money-wise, I'm doing that. Problem is, I don't think we're a strong team, but I would love for us to, oh, dude, if we had Bird of Paradise, that'd be nuts. Ooh. We got a lot of money, but I don't. Yeah, that was the spot right there. We needed. I couldn't do the math fast enough, but I was thinking like we need the sauropod to live through the big clam, so that it can at least take out like 1 or 2 more units, and then have the second ones try to clean up the rest. But obviously, that didn't happen. Although, why do they have a Caladrius? Hold on. Why do they have one of those? Why do you have this? Wait. You're a 4-squad team? And have no mana. Because he's been actually going for the Jersey Devil. That's... I gotta give him some credit. That takes some balls. The 4th Bulls with the balls there to make that happen. Granted, the only things that spawn are from this. They're basically running these 2, this, and then this being in there is weird. That's the only thing that's throwing me off. Is like, I guess you could think they're maybe trying to get this to level 3, which I'm sure they are eventually, but like, it's not doing anything. But yeah, that was odd. Really, we were looking to get the horse, the Sleipnir fella. This is still the wrong image because the game doesn't update that for some reason right away. We were looking to get like the 8-legged horse or whatever instead of the level 2 cricket guy. But that was still pretty sick. That was we would have had so much money that turn. We would have had easily 20 plus bucks. It would have been sick. But whatever. I still got a 10 win in there. We'll see what other kind of shenanigans we can get up to.